Hey, this is Kirby with PCT Solutions. You know, I heard somebody who I respect monstrously say recently that business development needs to be top of mind for every single one of us every day. But you know, when he says that, that's easy for somebody who just is hardwired for it like he is to say, because he wakes up in the morning, he's got 25 ideas if he has one to figure out how to do business development. But for the rest of the folks who aren't quite as savvy at it, what might that mean? How might you be able to do business development every day, even in the midst of an extremely busy schedule? Let me give you a couple of suggestions. First of all, keep a running list. Keep a piece of paper in your pocket or keep one of those sticky note things on your smartphone to be able to capture the ideas that you think of that might be business development ideas. You're reading an article, you think about somebody, you capture that idea. You don't tear it out of the magazine that's in the waiting room at the doctor's office. That's theft. Just find the article and think about it. You can get it later on. But keep a piece of paper in your pocket or keep something on your smartphone so you can capture business development ideas as they come along. Or you're talking to somebody and they say, yeah, by the way, my anniversary is next week. Really? That's interesting. I might want to send them a card saying, happy anniversary. I admire your marriage and I hope mine can be the same. Those sorts of things. But it's not going to happen if you don't capture the idea. So first, keep something around so you can capture ideas. Second, you're really busy. I'm glad of sneaking suspicion, because if you're anything like me, you know, you wish that there were more hours in the day or days in the week, but God has created neither. I mean, when he said 24 and 7, that's kind of what we've got with us for eternity. So what are we going to do with those? What you do is you put a memo together of the things you'd like to accomplish that week, or maybe it's the A++ list on your monstrously too long to-do list, and you put that memo on your desk. Put it next to your phone or hang it off of your computer monitor, either one, but have it around somewhere where you see it fairly often, not to induce guilt. What you do is, when you've got it sitting there and then you have that situation where you have too much time to do nothing but not enough time to do anything, there's the memo. And what it does is it tells you people that you might want to call to say hello to, folks you might want to send an email to, cards you might want to write, files you might want to close, that sort of thing. So that you're creating bandwidth for yourself. You're creating yourself a space to be able to do business development. So keep something around to capture ideas. Put a memo out of the really hot things so that you can kind of work them in the periphery of your day. And then third, give yourself the opportunity to do business development anywhere, anytime. I'm not suggesting that you're trying to sell people on the sideline of the soccer game. That's unseemly. Nobody wants that to happen. But remember, in the world of client-centric business development, the idea is you help people succeed as they define it. And the only way you can help them succeed as they define it is if you know what that definition is. You can always find that out. On the sideline of the soccer game, you could be there saying, so I'm curious, how are things at work? Yeah, what kind of goals do you have? What kind of metrics are you hoping to hit? What are your big objectives these days? And as they tell you those things, you're making a mental note of it, you're keeping it on that piece of paper in your pocket or on your smartphone, and you're thinking about ways that you might be able to help them to achieve success as they define it. Perfect example, I spoke at SMU Law School recently, and I spoke to a third-year law student there who was a Chinese national, delightful guy. And he was talking about the types of things that he wanted to do. Well, I have a former client who also happens to be a Chinese national living near SMU, and I can put those two guys together. Now, I might be able to help that law student by helping him to meet the former client of mine who's a partner in a law firm. Am I going to get business out of that? Not directly, but you know something, if I do that often enough with enough people, there's a certain buzz that is going to surround me in this community, and pretty soon there are going to be people calling me, including perhaps those guys, and calling me and seeing if I can help them with the business that I do. 3 easy suggestions. Capture the ideas. Do them in the periphery of your day, the small things that don't take too much time. And constantly and everywhere you are, all the time, learn about how other people define success so that you can help them succeed. And if you do those 3 things, you will grow your business beyond anything you can imagine, and much more quickly than you realize. Hope this was helpful. I look forward to talking to you again, and I certainly hope you'll go out and make this a great day. Thanks very much. Take care.